you. Good afternoon, ladies and members of the press. First of all, I would like to extend my husband's greetings to the League of Women Voters and also offer his deep regret for not being able to make it here this afternoon. As some of you may know, he and Senator Montgomery flew to Southern California yesterday in order to provide aid to the thousands of residents afflicted by the earthquake last week. I hope you will therefore make allowances for me delivering his intended address. Volunteerism is a concept that is pivotal to the Montgomery-Erskine philosophy of self-help. As a nation, we must I think I have a copy of this on that. How much time do I have? Well, how about I just talk to you about my own personal experience with volunteering? If there is any part of my husband's campaign that I feel qualified to address, it's this one. We live in a nation where political scandal garners more attention than political policy. The media tends to display our leaders as though they were objects under a microscope. And when relationships falter, these intrusions corrode their ability to communicate intimately. And Kilburg Reedy explores this phenomenon, leaving the audience to consider the role we play in the private lives of our public leaders. Second Lady, by M. Kilburg Reedy. Well, aren't these speeches just so stuffy sometimes? Did you know that the first time I met my husband, we were both working as volunteers for a local political campaign. So you see, volunteerism can be rewarding. I'm very lucky to have had the opportunity to have served throughout my public life. Joseph says that he's very lucky to have a wife like me, or someone who understands him so well. He says he could never do without me. You know, there are a few rare people you meet in your life who really just stretch you to reach your full potential. And I think that Joseph is one of them. He says that I'm the most intelligent woman he knows, besides his sister. Irene hasn't been in the limelight very much during the campaign. Joseph believes in keeping the family out of the political arena. He says that he'll be damned if he's going to contribute to any more of that genre of entertainment. Genre of entertainment. Now, we always have the right word, the right phrase with no apparent effort. Of course, I don't envy him. You know, how can I be jealous of a quality that has done us so much good? Your sister, on the other hand, that's another matter. You know, Irene is a lovely woman, you know, really just lovely, but terribly articulate. And they seem to communicate through the shorthand that makes the conversations go like lightning, you know, back and forth and back and forth. And I call it rude, but I don't think Joseph realizes he's doing it by now. I don't think he realizes that I can't keep up with the two of them. They're all the same. I find it difficult to excuse in her the gift of expressing herself the way I forgive it in him. Now, it's amazing how they keep such straight faces in these photos. You know, Republicans do it, Democrats do it. It's, something in their eyes, I can't say that. It's that intensity. You know, the first time that Joseph ran for public office, he lost. And I remember the anger and the sadness. Mostly I remember his gratitude toward me. And when he looks at me and his eyes are full of pride and pleasure, there's nothing sweeter. And nothing in the world to compare. And when he's angry with me, I feel it like it's this living thing inside me, and I can't see it, and I can't touch it. I can't forget it. Does that ever happen to you? I mean, you must know what I mean. You know, being women, you must. A woman's love is different than a man's. I'm sorry, could you and your friends stop whispering? I find it distracting. Are you bored? Okay, is anybody else bored? Yeah, you know, if you're bored, you can leave. Yeah, if you're bored, you can leave. You can take your friend with you. She looks bored too. No photos! I was told that there'd be no photos until after my address! I'm sorry, that was rude. That was very rude of me. You all have been, you know, a lovely audience, and I really just staring at times. No, I don't care what he feels to me. I really don't. I just need someone I can talk to. And I tried to talk to Joseph about it, and he says that there's nothing wrong with our relationship, so I've been trying to talk to my Reedy about it, and she told me that people shouldn't let their bodies rule their minds, and I have tried to be her friend. It would make me that much closer, and you know, maybe if I knew what she knows, or I thought what she thinks, maybe then I could understand. You know, Irene, she was in California last week. She's one of the thousands of uncovered bodies. And I thought to myself, I hope she's dead, because if she's dead, then maybe you could love me. And then I saw him staring, and I knew I'd said those words out loud.